This is Dr. Kraus. This is my second video on post-Anaconda installation configuration stuff. There are technically three other ways that you can use Python interactively with scientific tools besides Spider. And they are the IPython 2.7 notebook, which I think is what Spider actually uses for its IPython window. The IPython Qt console, which I think is a nice compromise between a console and the IDE, and then just the IPython 2.7 kind of a command window. Especially these two options, the Qt console and IPython itself, they're a lot quicker to load. They're kind of lightweight. They're not as fancy as the Spider IDE, but if you already are comfortable with a different text editor, I mean, Spider can also work with different text editors, but if you just need something to load quickly and do your thing, then I think these might be better options. The trick is, just like Spider, they're not going to load with the scientific tools already installed. So if you right-click on these things and say Properties, there's a target, and the target is something like :Anaconda python.exe, and then a particular script that runs. Go all the way to the end, and then hit space --pylab. So two hyphens, and then pylab, which is the environment that kind of makes Python feel like MATLAB. And then hit apply, and it may come back with you need administrator privileges, whatever you got to do there. You might have to enter a password, and hit OK. And then do the same thing with this PyQt console. Now this one, when you go to target, at the end of it, it already has that same stuff, and then it has Qt console. Then again, hit space --pylab. Apply, administrator privileges, OK. And now when you go to launch these, I assume the same thing would work with the notebook, but now when I go to, for example, the Qt console, it comes up and it already knows what py is. It already knows the arange command, which is a command that's in NumPy itself. It understands what sine is and how to do those kind of things, and it has a plot command. And then one thing I like about this way of doing things as approached to the Spider is now I have a separate window for my plot, but when I do things like I want to label my y-axes, in Spider that would automatically cause a new plot to show up that just has the y-axis label, as opposed to, as you can see here, updating my plot that already exists without erasing it first. And then just a random note, when you go to exit the IPython consoles, Control-D and then return was kind of the default answer, and then that saves your command history for next time. Otherwise your command history may be lost, and you can't use the up arrow to kind of search through history if there's certain commands that you know you run over and over again or whatever. Thanks.